Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 20 player review, and today guys we're doing the 89 rated Argentine future stars Dominguez from Bologna in the Serie A. This is a fantastic looking card that I was able to pay 400,000 coins for, and in the 4 games that I did play with, he scored me 1 goal and got me 3 assists, and he also does have a 4-star big foot as well as 3-star skill moves. Moving along to him stats, his main stats will be his 99 stance tackle, his 99 slide tackle, as well as his 97 short passing, and finally his 90 agility, and I did also have the engine chemistry style applied to this Dominguez card. And I mean, this card looks fantastic. Like, you know, he's got quite a few 99 stats. In fact, I think he's got like 5 overall 99 stats, all in the defensive and physicality areas, but even so, that's absolutely insane. However, I mean, 400,000 coins, that's a lot of coins for a player that I've never heard of, and I think he only recently joined Bologna as well. I was looking at his card before, and I'm sure he's got like a gold non-rare card at another club as well, maybe over in Argentina or something like that. I might be completely wrong, I'm not too sure, but that's what I think I saw anyway. But yeah, you know, 400,000 coins, it's a lot for a guy that I've never heard of, and I'm sure that most people probably haven't really heard of him unless you're Argentine or you watch the Serie A, you know, regularly, basically. But one of the people put on the comment section, I think, on my Moise Keane review to try and test this card out, apparently he had used him and wasn't a massive fan of him. When I was using him, I have to say, I thought he was fantastic. And I think he's very versatile as well. He can play as a cam, he can play as a central midfielder, and he can play as a CDM. I think the centre mid position is the best position for him. I reckon he would also be a good cam because of his amazing dribbling. You know, yes, you look at his shooting and you think, well, his, you know, shooting stats are dreadful, and, well, they basically are for the stage of FIFA, but obviously, you know, you can put a cam style to increase those shooting stats and actually make them, you know, pretty good all round. But I think he's a fantastic box-to-box midfielder, and I think that was evidenced in the fact that his defense play was good. I thought his attacking return as well was obviously very good. You know, 3 assists and 1 goal in 4 games in division rivals. That's a fantastic return in my opinion. Couldn't fault that whatsoever, but that first pro will be his dribbling. He feels very nice and smooth for a central midfielder. He's got that 92, which goes up to 95. His dribbling goes from 83 to 90. His ball control goes into the 90s, as does his balance as well. Yes, he's only got 64 composure, and I don't know if that maybe played a part in him not, you know, finishing off chances. Obviously, you know, he had quite a few chances for me with the goalkeepers made, you know, relatively easy saves. He did score one decent goal from close range, but a lot of the other chances that he did have, and he might have had like maybe 4 or 5 or something. You see it like in the clips as well. Once you know, when you're watching this video, I don't know if his composure has, you know, played any part in him not finishing off some chances. Obviously, shooting stats as they are, you know, only 68 finishing and stuff, but maybe composure was a bit of a problem there. I don't know what chem style increases composure, if there is even any chemistry style that does so. But on the whole, for his other dribbling stats, and even his reactions as well go up pretty nicely as well with the engine chem style. So on the whole, I was very happy with that. Yes, only 3-star skill moves, but as a central midfielder, 3-star skill moves, you know, is fine in my opinion. That's not an issue whatsoever. His second pro will also be his tackling. I mean, 99 stand tackle and 99 slide tackle on a centre mid card is pretty damn impressive. 86 interceptions as well. His defensive, I don't get this. How can you have 99 stand tackle and 99 slide tackle and only have 74 defensive awareness? That just doesn't really seem... It doesn't make that much sense to me, but I mean, obviously, phenomenal tackling stats, and he did make me quite a few tackles in the games that I did play with, which obviously was very good. And then his final pro as well will also be his passing. You know, 3 assists in the 4 games is a great return. He's got good vision at 84, which goes up to 89. His short passing and long passing with the engine chem style both are maxed out to 99, which is brilliant. And both his long passing and short passing are very, very good. You know, he can make good long passes, you know, to switch the play, you know, down to like the wingers and stuff, whether it be Sanchez on this occasion or Politano. His through balls are immaculate as well. Really, really happy with that. His general passing was fantastic, and I was really, really happy with this card in general. I think he's a good player. Is it a lot for him? Yes, it is. I mean, 400,000 coins, you know, for a player that I've never heard of. You know, typically when I like to, you know, when I go and buy expensive players, it's usually players that I've heard of. You know, obviously like Sergio Aguero, you know, Sadio Mane, whatever. You know, the icons available in FIFA. It is a lot of coins for a guy that I've genuinely like never heard of, and that's no like, you know, hate towards him or whatever. I just haven't. You know, a lot of these other future stars cards, there's quite a few of them that I don't really know of either, but he is brilliant. I think he does very well as a box-to-box midfielder. I think he's versatile in that he could work as a cam with the right chemistry style applied to him as well, in like the shooting categories. And I think even as a CDM, he could work there as well. So on the whole, he also gets a strong link as well to the Japanese centre-back from Bologna, who you would have got, or you had the choice to unlock through the last season's like objectives and stuff like that as well, which is pretty nice. But on the whole, good cards. For a Serie A box-to-box midfielder, I think he probably might be one of the best out there. And yeah, I really enjoyed using it. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.